All right, we are live with my man Brandon Hart from Oklahoma City, servicing Nichols Hills, right? You're up in the Nichols Hills market, or do you cover the whole city? I don't know.
The whole city, Oklahoma City Metro, Edmond, Yukon, Mustang, all of it.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, everybody, this is a great announcement. Brandon's been a dear friend of mine for a long time. Went to the same junior high school. He's from the same hometown as me and Jay Kinder, one of the top agents. I mean, he's built an amazing team, an amazing business, has one of the highest productivity per agent numbers that I've seen in real estate, and probably the lowest churn. So you've built a really amazing team. And anyway, I just wanted to, share with everybody. You made the move recently over to the EXP Realty cloud-based brokerage model, and wanted to give you the opportunity to kind of share with everybody why you decided to make the move.
Gosh, Mike, I said I'd never be on one of these videos, man. That was 2.5 years ago, and here I am sitting on the video, and I wish I would have done it 2.5 years ago. There were a couple things that kind of led me in this direction. Every year is better than the last, and every year, January 1, it's like, oh, how do we do this again? And there's nothing to show for it. And it just seemed like an opportunity we were missing out on, where whether it be stock or agent growth or whatever it may be, at least there would be something there. I mean, I've been selling real estate. This is my 18th year, and I've got zero to show for. I mean, yeah, great life and rental properties and stuff, but just nothing nor anything to offer to the agents on the team.
Yeah. And to show, I think one of the things that, when we talked, I think what you were saying was, you got young kids like me, exit strategy, starting back from zero, really transactional revenue. And, let's face it, you've helped a lot of people get into real estate. Now, don't misquote me here. I'm going to step out on a limb here, but do you still have your very first buyer agent ever?
Yes, 15 years.
15 years. That's the point. I mean, when you have somebody, that's been with you for 15 years, I mean, they're practically family, right?
Sure. Absolutely.
And so, yeah, I think one of the things, when we talked about doing this live, Brandon said, well, what do I say? And I said, well, just be authentic. And he was like, well, for me, these people on my team, they're like family. And I felt like I'm winning a lot of the times, and, helping them win was one of the key things that you saw. And I'm kind of being a little bit outspoken for you. But another thing is, and I've spent a lot of Thanksgiving and Christmases with Brandon. His wife and my wife are first cousins, and so I know Brandon very well. But one thing, Brandon, that you've always kind of shared is you started going this real estate investing route, right? Which was building kind of your long-term game plan. I think everybody does that when they get into real estate. But I'll just be honest with you, and you don't have to, but my plan didn't work like the book, right? My real estate investments did not pan out like they should have. Now, what I didn't know is I needed to hang on for 2 more years. I hung on for a lot of years, but maybe I didn't finish the chapter of all of the books. But sometimes those rental properties, my rental bill was more than the income, and sticking it out didn't feel that great. I don't know if you've had that experience, but
fourth quarter last year was a blast.
So yeah, I mean, one of the industry problems is having a true exit strategy, and you've helped a lot of real estate agents. But my point is before really taking a look at the EXP platform, how has your mind shift changed from when agents would want to come onto this team, which is kind of like a very precious place where you have people that don't leave, and you have to kind of be really guarded about bringing people into your mindset now?
I've really I just never really I didn't want to be some big mega agent team with 30 buyers agents or selling agents. It's very important to me to break it like one piece at a time. It's got to be inside an inner circle for us. That's just personal. So I feel like I've turned a lot of agents away that I would have had an opportunity to help. Being aligned with you and Jay, I've as you've said, we've known each other forever. I've always respected what you guys have built in the past and previous. Being aligned with you guys allows me an opportunity to turn new agents, point them in the right direction of growth or developing their career. And what I've noticed in real estate, especially here recently, is younger, I'm not getting any younger, but the people that are getting in the business are leaving law school. You know, we talked to a guy the other day in med school that was going to take a year off. And these guys are getting into real estate, and thanks to social media and all the resources available to them, they're building these businesses way faster than you and I were able to build. And now I'm seeing that, and now I can talk to that kid that wants to sit out a year from law school and align them with you guys to provide the resources to help them grow, and not take all that on myself. Because
Right.
a 22-year-old comes and says they want to get in real estate, the first thing that goes through my mind is, man, you don't even know what you don't know yet.
Right.
And you guys have walked that path multiple times, which I have. I enjoy my life and my time to spend with family, and I don't want to take on that. I'm 40 years old in 2 weeks. Just not at that stage of my life, and now I have the opportunity.
Yeah. So one of the things that, what we talked about was the ability to partner up and leverage what you've done and being a resource together. And not for any agent, because for people that don't know, I mean, you built a business that sells over $50 million in annual production, which is amazing. I mean, that's top 1% of 1% of agents in North America. And so every time you're investing your time in teaching an agent a script or a training or having to fill that end of the process, you're not out there doing the things that you do well, which is, serving your community and selling real estate. And so as a partnership, we've had those systems in place. And so now we're able to combine that training from NAEA and what you've built and use that together to help these agents, have success, while not taking a step back in your personal production, being able to continue to do that and lead people. And the even better thing is it's not just new agents, it's even experienced agents that are out there as well. So one of my questions that I had for you is, before making the move to EXP, right? What things did you not anticipate that you've learned since making the move? Because you came over, I think, Friday officially. Yeah. So you've been here, really 3-4 business days. And obviously I've been here for several years, and you've known that I've been here. What's kind of been your first kind of experience based upon what you thought it would be and what it really is?
Because I've been with the same company for all 18 years, it took me a long time. I mean, I spent 2.5 years with my blinders on, not even listening to anything that I knew what I was doing. My life was great. And once I finally got the blinders off, and after sleepless nights thinking about the decision, as far as experience, my sense of happiness is
And when you mean happiness, are you talking about like your fulfillment and feeling like you have kind of a vision?
100% fulfillment, man. When I can't wait to come in the office. I just feel like building and offering opportunity to people is just a sense of fulfillment. I mean, it's every day. Like it's only been 4 days, but
Yeah.
I'm happy, more happy, because I feel like I'm building something outside of just buying and selling real estate that I've been doing day to day for 18 years.
Oh, Reagan says, "Go Brandon!" Woohoo! Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Do you know Reagan?
She's on the team.
Oh.
So is Caitlin.
Well, hey, well let's talk about that for a second. So a lot of people, they move over and they're moving over. You tell me, how did your team? That's a great question. Obviously, they're saying go Brandon, woohoo. But how did your team take it? Were you a little nervous? How did you go through that? If someone had a team, they see the opportunity, they didn't tell their team, what would you tell them your experience was? How did it come across when you shared it with your team?
It's got to be a group effort. I was a little, well, one said I was crazy. One said, oh my gosh, they got health insurance. Overall, it was an excitement from the feedback I have.
Right.
That I had individual conversations with each person first, and then we did a team lunch and discussed like what can go good, what can go bad, what do we need to deal with. But overall, everybody came, so I don't think they would if they didn't see the benefit.
Yeah,
it takes a minute to get switched over.
Yeah. So you're official. You're 100% official. You think now? Let me ask you another question, and this might I think I know what you're going to say. I've never asked you this. What do you think your clients are going to say? You think they're going to not use you because you're no longer with Keller Williams?
No. No, I don't.
So agents that have that mindset of they think their business is coming specifically from the brand, what would you say? Oh, look at my dad. My dad jumped in and wanted to say life-changing for you and your family. Look at that.
Thanks, Tony.
And we got Misty over here. Do you know Misty? Oklahoma Live. Okay, look at that. They're like, oh, we're gonna be on the let's go. So that question I just asked you, do you remember it?
What do I think our clients are going to think moving from Keller Williams?
Yeah, well, what would you say to other agents that feel like, hey, if I leave the balloon, I might not, because people think this, just so you know. What would you tell an agent that was thinking about doing it, but they're nervous that, their current brand will be damaged if they go to another brand? I mean, you obviously don't believe that. What would you tell them?
They should work on their business, their business model. Because I never went to my previous company because I thought they were going to give me business. I mean, business has been that way since selling blow pops.
Right.
Make your own business. There's different lead sources, but nothing ever came from my brokerage.
That's awesome. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, so transition was easy. I mean, and fortunately, I was real glad as far as our branding, signs, all that stuff. Everything has been focused on our team and team name. So switching the logo at the bottom wasn't a big deal.
So would you say your personal brand didn't really get affected?
It didn't change. I mean,
yeah.
As far as I know, you could drive by and see our same sign, and it went from red to black.
Right. That's awesome, man. One of the things that, people who watch some of these announcement videos, especially if they know, a lot of the times someone knows somebody getting into real estate, or somebody, you know, I know your agents, you have agents on your team and y'all have a very strong value proposition, whether it's joining your team or joining the movement, you know, and they want to know more about the EXP business model. How would somebody reach out to you if they wanted to chat with you?
The easiest way is call me on my cell phone. I mean, 405-990-4569. I mean, that's what I do, is to answer my phone all day.
So yeah, if you want to reach out to Brandon's built an amazing business, built it to over 50 million in productions, never changed offices, built a team where his first agent's still there. And I think he's built something very special. And definitely kind of a family type of culture there for sure. But if you're interested in growing a team, if you're interested in getting in the business, make sure you hit him up via text or call. We were talking about how hard it is to go in the opposite direction. You can text them or you can call them, and that's going to be over here at this number, 405-990-4569. Man, I'm super excited. One of the things that I think you know, excites me the most is just meeting, you know, a couple of your team members, knowing a couple of them for a long time. You know, and I'll just share with this story, you know, brief story with you. When I joined EXP, I didn't, I won't say, I saw the opportunity. I understood the business model. I didn't get excited until I got really excited. I was excited, but I got really excited when I met this kid in San Antonio, Texas. I wish he could reach out to me. I mean, he'll know. I remember what he looks like. I just don't know who he was. He stopped me in the casino lobby. And as he was walking off, I asked him, hey, how long have you been with the company? And he shared with me, and he'd gotten to the business, never done anything else. His mom basically told him that, hey, go back to school or get your real estate license. But if you get your real estate license, you know, she would be okay with him pausing on school. So his neighbor was a real estate agent. He went over there, just happened to be an EXP agent. This kid had earned a stock that at that time I thought was significantly worth a lot. So it's probably worth a lot more. You know, stocks go up and down. But the main thing is what was interesting is he never knew a life of selling a home and not earning shares of the company. He never knew that. Like, you know, this is a guy going to college knowing that if he went to work for an oil and gas company, you know, they would probably offer him some type of financial incentive to earn stock in the company. So for him, he did not know when he started that every company didn't do that. And I know me and you both wish we could go back 17 years ago and had been earning a piece of the pie of all of the value, but it was how his life had been changed. And I said, man, this is going to change teams and change agents on teams. And over the years, I've met so many agents on teams that, you know, have significantly great lives and built wealth and saved money. And, you know, as opposed to what it was like before this opportunity. And I think there's a certain financial responsibility you feel when you have agents on your team for 15 years and you know there could be a better way for them and a way for them to benefit long term. So, man, right. That's awesome.
When I was, I mean, it got to the point where I was talking to you on the phone in Oklahoma City and got on a flight the next day to Puerto Rico so I could see and not just hear. And when I saw with my own eyes on your computer that it was real, then it was all right. What am I waiting on? Because this is incredible. But not, you know, immediately you think about yourself of God for 18 years. Like I look back, if had that for that long, like no telling where we would be today. And then instantly you think, what about the agents on the team? Like, what if they had something, or at least an opportunity? Whether
that's it, yeah.
Someone takes advantage of it or not is completely up to them.
Right.
But at least it's the opportunity. By not being with EXP, I'm honestly robbing them of that opportunity.
100%.
That's when it clicked for me.
Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate you taking the time to kind of do this announcement and share that you moved over. I'm super excited, you know, to share the 90-day. I know we're literally going to hang up here and then talk about some of the people that are already reaching out to you. Hey guys, if you want to reach out to Brandon, don't forget you can call him or text him on his cell 405-990-4569. Don't hesitate. We'd be more than delighted to jump on a call and talk to you about how we can partner up together, help you grow your business, building one big fire. And with that being said, man, I'm excited to work with the Hart Homeselling team, all of your agents. Look forward to meeting each and every one of them, and truthfully helping you grow the business.
In Puerto Rico, they all want to come to Puerto Rico.
Hey, you're coming back.
Yeah.
Yep. Wood says Brandon is a boss. I know you got a call with him today. What do you you got a call with him today? You're doing a kickoff call, right?
Tomorrow at 11:30.
Tomorrow at 11:30, working on the lead generation strategy, taking the business to the next level. Appreciate you, Brandon. Let everybody know I said hi. And remember, we're going to have the team. Reagan said teamwork, trip to PR. Let's go. All right, brother.
All right, man. Thanks, Mike. See you.
Thank you.